All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Yasharala, it's your brother Mashayak coming back at y'all with a quick edifying video through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. So today's, what is the purpose, animal or insect that I want to go into is the fly. So it says a fly's life, why it exists and what it's good for. So it says, its eyes fascinated me. Its large, swiveling head nudged me closer. Then the siphoning, sucking plunger, like Apodaga, began to do its work. I watched as fluid with more air than juice made its way up. All right, so this is my first time looking at this article, so I'm not exactly sure what that's going into, but all right, here we go. It says, Salaki Ashra, I should have came prepared. I should have skimmed through this article. But it says, enthralled by the nature of these creatures, I lean into my urge to write, and indeed, flies can be annoying. Yes, they vomit on your food. It's true that they defecate frequently, but they're also incredible pollinators that can keep us from tromping through heaps of carcasses as we hike through the woods. Though thousands of species of flies exist in this world, there are a few types that I would like to particularly explore here. Hover flies, also known as flower flies, blow flies, bee flies, thick, tiny, fluffy flying narwhal, and the common housefly. Let us delve into a better understanding of the benefits of these flies and discuss 4 reasons why they exist, along with their primary benefits here on Earth. And let me see how long this article is. Alright, it's not that bad. So it says, flies distribute pollen. It says, around the world, bees are known as fantastic pollinators. Going from flower to flower, they pick up and tuck away tiny grains of pollen in minute pockets on their hind legs, bringing it back to the hives. On the other hand, flies don't hoard these yellow grainy treasures in built-in pockets. They freely gather and give away the pollen that sticks to their body hairs. They are joyous, voluntary distributors of this golden jewel, a prized gem which pollinated and thus provided the dark coffee you're sipping, the precious peppermint oil you use for those annoying headaches, and the tasty sesame dressing you had on your heaping green salad last night. Though it may be hard to fathom, here are a few ways in which flies and their pollinating capacities have positively impacted you. Flies have been estimated to contribute to the pollination of at least 70% of food crops. Flies are the key pollinators of hundreds of species of cultivated plants, including a cacao, think chocolate, mango, cashew, avocado, and oilseed rape. Hopefully I don't get flagged from saying that. But it says flies are currently used commercially to pollinate blackberry, carrot, chive, onion, and strawberry crops. Flies may be necessary to ensure future food security. As food demands increase, growers will gradually need to rely on managed pollinators reared for the job, not just honeybees. Flies help pollinate hops in beer, apples in cider, and grapes in wine. Remember this the next time you take that sip of luxury and relaxation. It says flies have advantages over bees. There are some advantages that flies have over bees. Flies aren't scared of heights. Flies are the dominant group of pollinators in some climates of high altitude where bees are either scarce or absent. Flies leave their eggs, unlike bees, who provide for their young and can therefore roam more widely and therefore collect, carry, and scatter hundreds and sometimes even thousands of pollen grains as they fly from flower to flower. Flies don't sting. Flies can forage earlier and later in the day. They're not as sensitive to fluctuations in temperature and are active when it's cool. when it's too cool for bees. Flies are out and about in wet and windy weather when a bee would rather stay at home. Stay at home. It says flies breed really fast in horrible locations. A fly's entire life cycle, in which they lay up to 500 eggs, takes place within a month. Their lifespan are short and productive. Some Hoover flies and are migratory, meaning that huge numbers can suddenly pitch and outnumber honeybees at crucial times of the year. Flies can be quite hairy, yeah. The blowfly, for example, has absurd amounts of hair on its body and can therefore carry more pollen than a honeybee. Let's see what a blowfly look like real quick. Yep, looks like that annoying housefly that loves to fly into your ear and all up in your face. It says flies can prevent an amputation and treat wounds. And this goes to show just the amazing omnipotency of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and everything that he has created serves a purpose. Even though it might look super minute or it could be super annoying, like mosquitoes, flies, bed bugs, all that, but they all serve a vital purpose. It says there are official maggot nurses who work with patients that undergo maggot treatment. Immature medical grade, very much alive fly larvae are released to consume dead skin tissues from one's chronic infected necrotic or sloughy wound. The maggots crawl and feast, killing the harmful bacteria and preventing it from spreading. When they're done, they simply look up with their bellies full of dead tissue and bacteria and are ready to be removed. Sheep blowfly larvae are used to treat diabetic ulcers, bed sores, and other chronic wounds by applying them to infected areas. The larvae eat the infected tissue and by doing so cleanse the wound with their antibacterial saliva and speed up new tissue growth. It says flies consume rotten food. It says flies eat and breed on just about anything, including fruit, vegetables, meat, animals, plant secretions, and human feces. In doing so, they prevent heaps of rubbish and dead animal carcasses from piling up. They act as scavengers and devour rotting organic matter so that we won't have to deal with it, which is a crucial role in the environment. If they disappeared, we'd be a much smellier and more disease-ridden place, drowning under a torrent of rotting carcasses and filth. It says the final word on the life of a fly. I'm not trying to change your mind about flies. They annoy me too. I'm trying, though, to broaden your perspective and perhaps allow thoughts of gratitude to enter your mind. And Khan, that's right. Having just gratitude for everything that the Heavenly Father created, no matter if it's, like I said before, annoying, vexing, but just knowing that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is all mighty, all omnipotency, all powerful, and he knows what he's doing. So it says, I would encourage you, though, to keep flies out of your home. Of course, you can get rid of flies. All right, so that's the end of the article. All right, with that, Yashua, I pray all brothers and sisters were edified on the purpose and the I'm trying to think of a word. I just got off of work too, so I'm pretty sleepy. But just the importance of flies. I hate flies, but it's important to just look at these things and see what they contribute to society. And with that, Yashrala, I pray our brothers and sisters were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. With that, Shalom.